It's from Anna Jenica Buckwood.
Hi. After the March for Justice protest, the Prime Minister said that protesters not being met with bullets is a triumph for democracy. Do you agree?
So they weren't exactly his words, but I think we all understand the point. Yasmin, do you agree with the Prime Minister's message?
Actually, I think it's a fundamental flaw in our democracy if young women can't go to Parliament and not be raped. I think that's a fundamental, and be raped, that's a fundamental actual problem in our democracy. So I'm not thankful for not being shot. I'm furious. I am angry that any young woman that desires or aspires to go into politics now will have to think twice. That is appalling, and that is a shame on our democracy. So to think that the Prime Minister couldn't have the backbone to even get out there and speak to all the protesters, thousands of women wearing black in mourning, to think that he could hide away in his office and then make those kind of statements is something that sits so wrong with me, because my work, the majority of my work has been encouraging young women to put their hands up and run. And for the first time I had to think, will they be safe? Will they be safe in 2021 in Australia? Will their bodies and bodily autonomy be respected?
You were at the rally in Canberra. You obviously maybe have some political aspirations. What did you think? What did you think looking at the building that you were once so excited to go and visit as a schoolgirl?
Right, yeah. I remember when I was 12 and I went on my first school trip to Parliament, and I looked at it in awe. And I thought, these are the highest leaders in Australia. Look at the change that we can make. And I felt the weight of change inside of me. And yet that time we were marching, again, side by side with women wearing black, mourning the stories of Brittany, the stories of the women that stepped forward, some that even are not around to tell their story now. So to me, it was a big marker of this endemic culture of violent misogyny, even in the highest political institution, that has existed not just right now, for generations, perhaps even since the beginning of Parliament. So I think I'm continuing to encourage young women. We need that critical mass at the end of the day. We need women to be heard. But what does it say when we're fearing, whether women will even be treated and kept safe? That's insane to think about, but it's the reality.
Joe.
I don't think for 1 minute we should be shocked to hear certain comments. When this country, going to be confronting words here, but this country was founded on this sort of stuff. With the raping and bashing of black and brown women for a couple of centuries. So and that comes from the highest establishment of what we call Australia. We need to demand better when it comes to this sort of stuff. We can't be surprised. As I said, it's been happening, and Aboriginal women have been calling this sort of stuff for many, many years. We need to start to listen and collectively as a country do better. I can't help but think, and just sitting here and hearing the different questions and even responses, a lot of it has been centred around what the victim should do. We need to stop men raping women. Not what victims should be doing in this sort of situation. We need to empower and encourage and support victims to all ends. But we need to stop men from doing the wrong things.
And can I just add, with this story of everything that's been happening in Parliament, the one person that no longer works in Parliament is Brittany Higgins. Why on earth has no politician that was involved in this been fired or had to leave? I mean, that's, again, that example of one brave woman stepping forward, and you see how those in power close ranks. The lying cow comment, the looking into the background of her partner, even this comment about trial by media. These are all putting the onus back on survivors and punishing survivors. So just like you said, it's demanding accountability, and that's something we're not seeing.
Though, the question about why would somebody like Saxon Mullins, Brittany Higgins, the deceased woman who accused the Attorney General, Grace Tame, why would they report? Why, when it's so thankless and horrible? Because, Saxon, when I saw you step up and tell your story on national television that was so raw and harrowing and painful to you, what you did was you lit a fire in me. And I felt it go through my sisters, through our mothers, through women all over the country, and we're on fire now, and we're thankful to you. So you didn't get the court justice that you wanted, but we're going to keep fighting, and we're not going to give up.